declareth against you heathens, man.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Con, so the Lord's gonna strip everything from you, like you did to Israel, man.
That's right.
And righteously so, man. Not in a wicked way like you damn heathens did to our people, man. Unjustly. Got another one? Going back into Obadiah 1, verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Ye that shall drink.
Right. So just like, go ahead.
Just like we were just bringing out, man. That you want to take part of this. You want to take part of that cup. You want to take part. You other heathens want to take part of Esau's rule. But you're gonna receive judgment, man.
You reap what you sow. Go ahead and read that verse again.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain,
right, the holy mountain being Israel. So these nations, man, not only did they destroy him, but they took all they can from him. Right, just like we're getting the grape gatherers, they'll come and they'll leave some grapes behind. The so-called white man don't do that, man. He took your kids into slavery. He took your daughters. So, because you know these goddamn crackers are perverted, man. Took your daughters so they could give them some pedophilia, right? Took your pets probably so they could have sex with them too, man. They're disgusting, man.
Esau nasty as fuck, man.
And and not only that, but change your names. You saw that in Roots. What was he doing? He's whipping it. Right after they took him, and he was, "What's your name, boy?" Kuto Kinte. He's like, "It's Toby," and he just kept whipping until he called himself Toby, man. And that's what they did. Stripping our history from us, stripping our names, everything the so-called white man has is a goddamn lie.
That's right, man. Go ahead. So shall all the heathen drink continually, ye.
That's right. So just like they drank of the mountain of Israel, so shall all the heathens drink of Esau Edom, right? And all those heathens consisted of China, consisted of the so-called Arab, right? That chief Edomite nation being America, man. America is the one that sets the standard. Just like we were talking about the women on social media, they set a standard for our women to follow, all right? And that's the same thing with America. America sets that standard. Once they do it, then next England follows, then next Turkey follows, and soon enough you get the domino effect, right? America being that first domino, you flick it, and all these nations. Now you got North Korea and Saudi Arabia doing the same things, man.
That's what that damn democracy shit.
Was at the theaters now? They got the little theaters going on down there. Mickey D's westernized, man.
Yep. And the standard that they're setting, man, is the image of the beast.
I gotta speaking about America. America was established on the backs of the Northern Kingdom, man, and on the backs of the Southern Kingdom during slavery. But first, they took the land from the so-called Native Americans, man. And what does the scriptures have to say about that? This is Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, established a city by iniquity. And that's exactly how America was built, man. On the backs of the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man. Everything you see in the society was built by the Israelites.
That's right, man.
Yeah, a lot of people try to say, "Oh, well, that was years ago."
It don't matter.
Honestly, man, it was it wasn't that long ago.
It really wasn't that long ago.
I mean, it's just like like you soldiers, you all soldiers, the military come back, all messed up in mind, man. That's how Israel is right now. That's why,
shell shock.
Come on.
Just wait, man. You Edomites gonna have some crazy ass shock in the kingdom.
That's right.
I'm telling you, man. When you watch those World War I videos, of those veterans coming out from the bombs they were dropping, doing all sorts of weird shit like this. Oh man, you Edomites gonna be so fucked up in the head from the things that you're gonna be being put under, man.
It's gonna be righteous.
Yeah,
It's gonna be well deserved for the nation of Edom, man.
And this is a quick precept. This is 2 Peter 3:8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
This shit just proving that it hasn't been that long, man.
It's only been a few days to the Most High. And this is another precept. The brother was talking about how the 12 tribes of Israel, man, were oppressed together. Right? There ain't no, because that's something that we've always been brought up on. Right? It's the separation of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. And really, man, they get put in shambles when they see us brought together. But this is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Heavenly Father of hosts, of armies. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Got another one for you.
Go ahead.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 3. They have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Hey, what were we talking about earlier, man? Esau, just like the grape gatherers will only take a little bit, Esau will take it all. And we're talking about how perverted this devil is, man. And it said, what is he going to take your little boy for?
A harlot.
Right, taking your little boy to get popped by men.
That's the shit Esau is into, man. It's not hidden any longer, man. Now they're actually coming out and saying that they're pedophiles, man.
Yep.
That's just how wicked Esau is. Had a dad in Virginia saying that it should be up to him whether he can have incest with his daughter or not. That should be like some legislative shit. That was it.
All right, verse 17. At Obadiah 1. Bow to Mount Zion. Slocky, I didn't finish up the last one. Going back to the 16, I'm gonna start back up. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Man.
Oh man, it looked like a little cherry on top.
Yeah. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Let me grab another quick reset, bro. This is Job 20 and verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach the clouds, ye shall perish forever, like his own dung. They shall have seen him. They that which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. And he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Meaning, you want to say it, brother?
You guys got any more cardboard?
Cardboard?
Or, something like a sign?
Oh, not obviously. But hey, man, at the end of the day, the 3 precepts we got, all right, beautiful, because it was 3 precepts, man. Showing you that Esau is going to be gone forever.
Forever.
The so-called Caucasian is going to be wiped off the planet of the face of the earth, just like you wipe your shit and flush it down the toilet.
Gone.
So they're going to perish like their own dung. Perish like a dream. You wake up. Oftentimes you wake up, and you even
Wake up and listen.
And you're
listen. Shut your mouth. Sometimes you just listen.
How about you? Why you women get?
No, you need to listen to the
you need to
birds,
go down the
the
street.
wind, the tree, the mountains, the rocks. Listen.
And that's why at the end of the day, man, Esau's going to be gone forever. Just like when you're having a dream,
Yep.
you wake up and it's just gone. You don't remember it at all.
Wow, you really have to read.
Yeah, some of us do listen. Go ahead.
Not only listen, but do.
Oh, I listen and do.
Let me go ahead and grab a quick piece of
got that Batman and
This
Robin.
is 1 Timothy 2:10. All right, we'll see if we can learn something right here.
I'm trying.
It says, but which becometh women professing godliness with godly works, let them learn in silence with all subjection. And the reason why is because you just set a great example. We were breaking down scriptures, and you were screaming over me. I couldn't even talk.
Yeah,
It
that's
says,
shit annoying.
but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman, being deceived, was in transgression. And the last verse saying, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue with faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. And that childbearing being symbolic of what? The woman's lot, man. Women are fighting all hard, tooth and nail right now for equal rights, but they don't understand that the place that they have, man, they have a beautiful place of power in this world, and that's childbearing, man. A man can't bear no child. They can put the seed in you for damn sure, but they can't bear the child. And the woman's supposed to be at home with the child, raising the child, and when the child gets to a proper age, then the father steps in. Which that's the age of 12. The age of 12 is when a child matures to a man.
I got one for.
That's when Yahushua began to be taught. That's when he said he was about his father's business. He was at the age of 12.
12 years old.
And the woman's supposed to be teaching the younger.
And we don't believe in idols. Younger Bible.
I got one for. Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
Right. Right. So that's where the beginning sin went. Just like 2 Timothy just said, that the original transgression was with the woman and not with Adam, man. Go ahead, brother. Jump back in that Obadiah.
Going back into Obadiah 1, verse 17. Bound to Mount Zion
Ah!
shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness.
Right, unto Mount Zion being Israel. All right, so Esau, the so-called Caucasian, is going to be destroyed forever. But unto the nation of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, they'll be delivered. And starting with the 1/3, right? The elect, the 1/3, are going to be having to be delivered.
You 2/3 are gonna. You 2/3 are gonna catch that fire and be rebirthed and retaught into righteousness, man.
He's trying to get claimed.
So this, can I put some on top of that?
But you just go stand next to people like that because you want to get claimed.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings,
How about you miss your claim?
because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. Go ahead, brother. Break it down.
So you see, Esau, the so-called white man, he's running everything right now. But when Yahushua sends Yahushua back during the second coming, the kingdom will be translated to the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics.
That's right.
The true Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right. It's about to be the flip of the plate, man. Going on to verse 17. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob.
The house of Jacob is going to possess the possessions of the nation of Esau, man. Everything that the so-called white man has that he actually stole from us, we're going to take, man. And just like you took our women and our children, we're going to take your women and your children. Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. And the house of Joseph a flame.
Right, the house of Jacob and the house of Joseph, a fire and a flame. Go ahead.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
Right, for stubble. Esau eat them. And stubble is what? It's the little kindle that you use to light a fire. The so-called white man, that's what he is, man. The nation of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American is fire, and the nation of Esau is a stubble, man. And you're going to see them get burnt up real quick. There's going to be race riots according to the prophecy, man. And you already see that stirring up with that state of emergency declared in Charlotte, man.
And what is it? Not even that, too. Colorado is actually supposed to be where the main KKK and the main spot, man.
Yeah, up there in Arvada. They actually have a bunch of signs and statues of the KKK up there.
Mm-hmm.
Since you went into the little, what you say, race riots and stuff,
Con.
I got 2nd Ezra 15 and 16.
That's the spirit, brother. I was going to tell you, brothers, to grab that at some point.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Right, sedition among men and invading of one another. This is the exact prophecy in which we're speaking on, man.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Right, because ultimately your kings and your princes are going to declare a state of emergency, right? Martial law, which martial law goes back to every man for himself.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, of course their actions are going to stand in their power, man. And ultimately, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is going to be the one to destroy you goddamn crackers. Right? If anybody's telling you, man, to grab your sword and get ready to battle the Edomite, then you need to stop following it.
That's carnal mentality, man.
You fight Esau with his blessings.
You notice that with some brother. There was a brother down here in Pueblo, man. I was keeping in contact with him, talking to him, just making sure, that the brother was staying, on point, and everything, just because the brother was a little bit younger in the spirit, man. Next thing I know, I go to watch his videos, and he has a whole opening video now, talking about scalping the heads of Edomites and all this shit, man. I don't deal with him no more. He's gone.
You gotta understand that it's the Lord's vengeance, man.
Yeah. And ultimately, that's that shit that's gonna get the race. That's the shit that's gonna get GMS attacked, man.
Yeah, you're gonna be put into to those guillotines, man. That's what's gonna
And
happen.
really, ultimately, we are because of you.
Yeah, calm.
But it's all prophecy. We know what's gonna happen, man. But I don't want to be that one that's judged for the elect being beheaded, man. I don't want that.
Calm. Because in the kingdom, man, you're gonna know.
You're
gonna see that so-called brother that look at him and be like, oh, it's okay, man. It's good now.
One of the brothers had a dream one time that we were all in a hotel, and there was people outside of it in garments shooting up the streets. Now tell me that ain't gonna be a false flag at some point, man. You got ISUPK taking pictures with their guns and posting it on social media. The beginning of the openings of their videos starts with a machine gun blast.
That's only, honestly, it's not even gonna get you that far. How long until you run out of your bullets, man? how long? And not only that, you're gonna try to take that vengeance for your own self. The Most High can make you downfall quick, man. All of a sudden, you in a combat gunfight with Esau. That was, his birthright was the sword, and all of a sudden your gun locks up.
I got one waiting on the Lord, man.
That's right.
It's not in your power to go out here and pick up a weapon to try to do harm to Esau, man.
It shows that on, because the elect are going to receive those spiritual powers anyway, man. And it shows that on the X-Men, right? When Magneto goes out there, they got all the cops outside, and he makes they shoot all their bullets, and he just freezes all the bullets, pulls their guns out their hands, and they turn around in their faces. And he says, "Oh, you humans and your foolish weapons or your guns or something." He says like that, man. That's all it is. It's just simplicity, man. Compared to the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. How are you gonna say you believe, but you're holding on to a gun?
It shows you the lack of faith in the Most High, man.
I got one for you. This is Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
You saw what happened in that tournament, man. You saw what happened to. There's even scripture about Israel doing that in those times sometimes. And what happened to them, man? They got destroyed. They got destroyed.
Talking about that shit.
Oh, con those booty boys.
Yeah, man.
A lot of dikes too, man. I've seen at least like 6 dikes since we've been out here.
Oh man.
Yeah, but picking up a weapon, man, that's not the answer, man.
Nope.
The answer is to wait for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Believe that he's gonna deliver you in that time of trouble, man.
Because at most, Jake probably got 100 bullets. Esau got whole stashes, a whole damn vault full of ammunition, man.
Esau what was his blessing, man?
The sword.
Come on.
You can't fight him with the sword,
You can't
man.
fight him, man.
Got any more meat on that, brother?
So I keep going to 20? I think that's it.
Nah, man. Continue going on.
Oh, okay.
Going back into Obadiah 18. Obadiah 1 and 18. Slakia. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remembering, Slakia, remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines.
Kind of that key point being that they of the house of Esau will be made nothing, man. There ain't no hope for Esau, man. Esau can't repent. Esau can't say